back, my dear viewers. So today we're going to be talking about content writing, and that's why I have invited another veteran expert in my show, Ms. Saadia Khalid, who is a founder of Torchbearer, Climate Education Warriors, Social Youth, and Peace Activist freelance journalist. So let's get her on board. Assalamu alaikum, Saadia Khalid. Thanks a lot for joining. How are you doing today?
Okay, I'm doing very fine, and thanks for inviting me. And I hope you are doing also well.
Thank you so much. Yes, Alhamdulillah. So, as you know, Saadia, that we are talking about content writing. And suppose, as a beginner, what do you think that how can we start content writing, and what could be the key tools to start the content writing?
Okay, first of all, whenever someone asks me that he or she has a passion to write or she wanted to start the content writing, but the first tip I always ask them that make up your mind, because whenever we are doing something, it is very important to plan it properly. So I always ask them, content writing is not something that everyone can do. We need to polish our skills, and even we need to learn more and more new things to express, new ways to express one thing or one idea. And then there are other tools, and then there is practice and a lot of things. So first of all, you have to recognize your skill, that yes, I can be a good writer or I can be a good researcher, and then I can start. So first of all, first get prepared, recognize your skill, and if you get prepared mentally and all the things that yes, now I want to be a content writer, then what you have to do, you have to do that what kind of content writing you can do, or what kind of content writing you are good at, because there are many types of content writing. I'm PhD in education, I'm good at research, so yes, I can do research, I can write research articles, I can write blogs, I can write newspaper articles, story writing, and a lot of more things. But yes, each and every type of writing has different skill set and a different perspective or everything. And then when you get prepared for the content writing, so you need to also identify the time. Usually I used to write when I wanted to write some piece of writing, I choose the timing at night after midnight, because I'm a night owl, like I cannot sleep easily. So you have to recognize your most productive time of the day, because everyone has that different. Maybe some people are the most productive time of some people are at early morning or in afternoon or evening after tea time, or at night. You have to recognize. Then you have to also made a very quiet and silent working corner, because for the content writing it is very, very important. So I'm right now sitting at my sofa, and I guess this is the most comfortable sitting area for me is in my room. There is a window outside, and I can I'm more comfortable here, writing here or doing my work. And if I'm sitting at any other corner of my home, then things get, because I'm used to this thing. So you have to, first of all, planning, then recognizing and identifying that what type of writing you can do or you are good at, and uh, then prepare your most productive time, and then the working corner. So it is very important. And then networking is very important. You need to make friends with the like-minded people who are already doing content writing, and they can give you tips, they can give you right, and even they can give you the uh, opportunities. If I talk about my journey, okay, I started my content writing 5 years ago. I used to write blogs for social media marketing campaigns, or the captions and other. And 1 year ago, I just started my writing for the journalist groups. And I guess that this is the best thing I can do with myself, because now I am enjoying it, because there are many fellowships available. There are many journalists who can like guide you, and you can start enjoying when you see your published work in the newspaper or other website. So this is all I
Okay.
can give like tips for the beginners.
Okay, that's perfect, really amazing. Like that, the key roles, what I'm just getting in that sense, that's supposed to be nice and comfortable place, and of course proper planning, and then of course then you need to find out some marketing strategies as well. In the marketing strategy, my next question would be in regards to that, what could be you are going to suggest, like suppose the marketing tools that as a beginner a content writer should go for.
Okay, first of all, you also have to recognize the language medium. Of course, I am more comfortable in writing the English, so I have some tools with me. Just a Grammarly, there is very important. You should have some grammar or the sentence corrector tools. So Grammarly is the most important, and you have to pay that you have to buy that software, and they are like article writer. They are also like Copyscape for checking the plagiarism, Teneton, and then Quillboard. So there are many softwares in the market which can enhance your writings. So first of all, it is for the English, but of course the people who wants to write in Urdu, they are also in Page uh, is the very popular software in which you can write your Urdu writings. So that is more formal or official. So there are many softwares. Once you just open the Google and you just start research. So research is very, very important these days. Without doing the proper research, you cannot come up with a good piece of writing. So research is very important. And then you need mentors in the field who can like guide you, give you like tips, because many times you are stuck, and many times you cannot get the new ideas. So if the people who are already in the field, whether they are like a content writer on Fiverr and Upwork, they are like professionally earning in dollars, whether they are journalists or research articles writer or anything. So it is very important to connect with the right people at the right time. And you can ask formally with them that I need to discuss something. Can you give me 2 times, 2 minutes in your week, or 5 minutes, of course, maybe on the weekend. So of course you cannot run behind the people, and you cannot stop your work that, oh, I cannot get the proper tips, so I cannot write. It is not like that. You have to go on your pace. But yes, because in the starting you do not know many things. And if I see my own writings 5 years ago and now, my styles totally change, because you get improved again and again. And one more very important thing, people wants to write but do not wants to read. So this is the one thing, or this is the one very important tip, that reading and enhancing your vocabulary is very important when you want to write. Because if you do not read, you do not know new things, you do not know what is trending right now, so you cannot write.
So I believe so that of course, my voice is clear.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so what I'm thinking that I believe so that side by side, if you want to do the good writing, you have to be like a good reader as well, and for that you have to just work hard as well. So your effort's supposed to be on both sides. So I want to know more about it. Like, what could be the integral components of good content when you are looking for a good content? So what could be those components which you would just figure out in your mind?
Okay, most of times, because but I always thought that why Pakistani writers, or whenever some foreigners hire the Pakistani writers, they have many issues. Because first of all, in our schools, we do not taught about the critical thinking and how to write a proper piece of writing with multiple source of research. And then we check our grammar, vocabulary, and the writing styles and the concluding remarks or the concluding paragraph and many more things. So first of all, when you were writing on any topic, any current topic or anything, or you have to also give the analysis. You have to search with the multiple sources. So Wikipedia, most of the people just type type before are on the top, and they thought that their research is complete and now they are okay to write, but it is not necessarily true. First of all, you have to I just said you have to sketch your outline. sketch your outline so first paragraph is the introductory paragraph, in which if you are writing about any key concept and if it has the definitions, do write about the defining that concept, and then a little history about it, and then in second or third paragraph, what is going right now, or what are the previous work or the previous researches regarding that. And then you can if that key concept or the key topic includes any causes, write about the causes, write about what is happening in different countries, and then conclude. If you have to conclude that key topic in a positive sense, then conclude. If you need to if they are the negative key points, then you have to also give the recommendation or the improvements. So there are multiple. First of all, make an outline, and then search according to that outline, that I have to add these concepts in first paragraph, second, third, fourth, or whatever the length of the of your essay or the blog or newspaper article whatsoever.
Okay.
So you have to search with the credible sources, and yes, the research articles in which they are the references of different authors, they are more credible, and you get the proper definitions or the defining concepts or the causes, because research articles um, uh, are more research work, and they help you um, in completing your article in a more credible or research way.
Okay, what do you think would be the best platforms for content writing, that when you, as a beginner, you would select what could be the best platforms that you're going to select for your content writing?
A platform for earning or platforms for researching your content?
Uh, okay,
Like there are
you
different
can
things.
explain in both ways. First, content for learning. You can explain a little bit for that, but of course, like basic, my focus would be on the content for earning.
Earnings, sir.
Yes.
Yes. First of all, if I just said sketch your outlines, and planning for the content is very, very important. And then when you search with the multiple sources, you can use different libraries, different research articles, Google Scholar, and other things, and newspaper articles. And kindly don't go for opinion-based articles, because mostly they are biased and they do not give you the credible source of information. First thing is that, and then make a sketch of your copy. Like it is not necessary, and even this is not a good practice, that in a first go you just come up with a perfect piece of writing. It uh, it it involves like 2 or 3 times of editing. So first you also can get data from multiple sources, copy paste on MS Word, and then come up with the proper outline, and then edit that. Of course, you have to edit that information in your own words. And yes, rewriting in your own words also helps you in eliminating the plagiarism. And then in this way, you don't need to change again and again your content, because you have already rewritten it in your own words. And then regarding the earning, of course, right now there are many platforms: Upwork, Fiverr, and freelancer.com. And even you can also get the work from your friends and family. Like when you have enhanced your network, you can get that work. But first of all, be sure about it, because if we are talking about the beginners, because it is not like that, yes, I'm the content writer and I just get the work and then I don't know how to do it. And in this way, your image get ruined, and people start, oh, he or she is not serious. And you need to practice like 1, 2, 3 months, and then you can check your work on the Grammarly and other softwares that yes, it is grammar error free. The content, the structure of the lines or the structure of the content is good, and then it is also includes the research articles or the references, and then it is also pleasure free. And then you can also show your work to other mentors, and then after 3 or 4 months, and then make your proper account on Fiverr, freelancer, or Upwork, and then you have to bid. Bid is kind of like 5, 6 paragraph in which you explain that what you can do and how you do it in a best way. So you have to give the bids on those platforms, and then you start getting your work.
All right. So can you please illustrate the basic difference between also like an article content writing and a blog content writing? At times, can be, that can be downright monotonous, or that should be like, different from each other.
Acha, let me explain about the different categories of content writing. First of all, on Fiverr and Upwork, most of the orders are related to web content. Most of times when you open any website, you can see their homepage and the services and the product, content us, about us. These all are the web content development. And most of the times, the people who wants to write their web development content, they usually requires the SEO, that is a search engine optimization. It includes the keywords. Most of the people search on Google with these keywords, so it will be easier to get your content on top search pages on Google or other research search engines. So first of all, you have to learn, okay, what type of content writing you can do. So it is one of the most common type of content writing is web content and web pages content, and then the blogs and newspaper articles, research articles. Of course, the research articles or the critical pages, most of the students or the being from a PhD background, we used to do research articles on that is totally different side. And most of the times, people do not write research articles for others because it is purely academic, and even it is ethically not good to write or to do research for others. So regarding the blog and the newspaper articles, okay, blog can be like 200 words or 300 words. Usually it is a short form of article. So it can include the blog. It is a little informal type of content writing. And newspaper articles can also be a different type, because it depends whether you are writing for any political topic, or the social topic, or the climate change related topic, or anything like that. So it also like it usually it is like 1200 to 1500 bow. It includes 2 to 3 pictures along with the interviews, or anything like that. So and yes, newspaper articles are more popular type of content when you want to have a good practice, because with the newspaper writing you can get recognition more quickly than other types of form, because usually on Fiverr and Upwork you are writing content for others and you don't get your recognition, because with that content your name will not be visible. But newspaper articles, blog writing, these all are the type of content in which you get your recognition and your name get visible on different platforms.
All right. Okay. What could be the ways in which you can handle the feedback, that what you're writing, the feedback you can get on that?
Okay, how to get constructive feedback, because some of the people I have seen that they are very toxic, and they always uh, they always like disappoint you. So always, first of all, identify the very positive and encouraging circle around you, because some people are very experienced there and they are doing very good at their fields, at their respective field, but they are not good at encouraging the new talent. So this is a very negative type of people. But you face different types of people in this field. So if you get a good friend who is always like more kind to check your work or give a constructive feedback, so it is good. And if you do not find, so I always always mention, I already mentioned that use some kind of softwares, because softwares identify your mistakes, your grammatical mistakes, your sentence structure mistakes, and they can even give you the recommendations. And and even the editor, if you are sending your work to the editor, they can also give you some kind of feedback. And never get rigid on any feedback, and always take the feedback positively, because you improve a lot and a lot. Maybe sometimes some editors are very get cranky, and they just uh, like they just annoyed or irritates you with like senseless things. That is another story. But still, you can say, okay, I will try to improve, and okay, I will try to add something. And maybe because our human mind is also get limited sometimes, or maybe I can miss some points, and some other one also indicated that you have wrote about this thing and you have missed thing, and next time you can like take care of this. So you always learn from people. That is
Definitely.
my experience.
You are 100% correct. I would just endorse this. Okay, so what could be the strength, as a content writer? And I would ask your strength also, when you started, from where you started, and now you realize that those are your strengths, and a good content writer's strength should be that way. So please discuss a little bit about this.
Acha, first of all, strive for learning. Strive for, first of all, you need to be a very hardworking person, a passionate person, and then you have to follow the deadlines. Third thing, you need to be a very positive and a kind and humble person, like in regards of receiving the feedback, in regard of connecting with the people, learning different things for them. So I guess first strength is that I always strive to learn more and more. And the second thing is that networking. And then the third thing is that to learn new things, because first in the starting I am writing on the social issues, then I start writing on women empowerment, and then I start writing on climate crisis, environmental issues, and now I'm writing about the peace issue, gender sensitive reporting or gender based issues. So I guess I have changed many beats, or the different topics. So you learn more, and then you just like adaptive, and being adaptive to the environment is also very important. And this journey for learning the content writing, how it helped me. Of course, it helped me in like my completing my PhD. It helped me in writing about the social advocacy. It was not about or running the social campaigns. It is not like that someone I'm always and always doing the paid work. I'm like volunteering myself on many platforms to spread the social awareness about different issues, because I thought that I have to pay back my community in some positive way. So these are my strength, and I always used it.
Yes, Sadia. Yes, Sadia, that is so commendable. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Saadia, I'm going to end this session, and inshallah, hopefully soon would be inviting you for another session. We're going to be continuing and further would discuss about the same content writing. So thank you so much for coming. Yes, it was a pleasure to have you. Inshallah, gonna take you again, and take good care of yourself from my side. Bye bye.
Okay, thank you. Allah Hafiz.
Allah.